And we're
Because I've
live.
been.
Hello, everyone of the internet. We're back again. Hopefully, not going to quit again.
Hello.
So, what do you want to start off this conversation with? Do you want to do a little story about the word time and time again? Or do you want to do something else?
That sounds good.
Okay, do you want to start it off or should I?
You can start it.
Okay, let's see. Let me think. What character can I use for this? I mean, there's always Sin. I mean, what kind of character do you want to play up for this one?
Penelope. Yeah.
Penelope?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me think. And who's Penelope?
She's an 11-year-old girl who is who has Hamlet as her servant or as the butler. So she's the little girl of the family.
Okay. All right then. The world is set. Fuck. The world is set aflame with plants burning all around. My garden weeps, and the girl simply stands. So now I ask this girl, what is she doing here? If all there is death and destruction, and nothing but fear.
She inquisitively sighs with relief that her brother John decided to go with her, so she won't be alone.
Such melancholy thoughts for no one to share. Not even Sin himself will shed a tear.
She plans on saving her pet one last time. I don't know.
This is really hard for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, then let's continue where we left off last time with my. All right, so we already talked about digital art and how it feels to crush, and then there was traditional art. Well, I feel if you can make a mistake on a piece of paper, and enjoy yourself and actually fix that mistake, I feel like the challenge itself is more worth. The risk is more worthwhile when you have when you can't make mistakes as easy.
Yeah, I agree. There's like a good. It feels more authentic to just use pen and ink.
I'm sorry, Oscar. Or Alfie, whichever one it is this time. Okay, I actually have an idea. Do you want to work on? Do you want after I send you the Hamlet things? Do you want me to send you a script for like a possible, whatever the hell that was?
Sure.
Because I have a knack for the dramatic, and I love dramatic things, but I can't rehearse no dramatic things by myself. Otherwise, I'll go insane and go sad.
I know I don't add as much. I'm really bad at it. I'm so bad at it.
It's quite difficult to improvise when you don't let your soul be free.
I constantly rethink of what I'm saying, and that just messes it up. I can't improvise like you do.
Well, that's mainly because you ground yourself and don't let yourself think. Order is chaos and chaos is order, but you only stick to order.
I lost my internal dialogue a long time ago.
You must find your inner self and release that which wishes to speak. Whether it be pain or joy, it does not matter, as long as you can figure out what to say.
I guess so. Right now I'm drawing somebody's rollerblading with a leotard.
That goes adorable. But yeah, at the moment I'm actually trying to make a short storyboard for an animation. Although if I said the name of the individual, I'd probably get skewered for it because what I'm supposed to be trying to practice is Soda Wars.
You can keep it under wraps. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to.
Well, what I want to do is get you to be creative and be able to improvise on the spot.
It'll take time, bro. It's not like I was probably born with it at one point, but it just disappeared.
I'm not sure
Out of
anyone's
thin
born
air.
with anything. I think it's just learned and then forgotten.
Yeah. It's all right though.
Oh, nice to know. Nice to know, Alfie. Okay. So I'm so curious about your reindeer idea and what inspired that. What was your inspiration behind that?
It started with some Randy Pony characters, and I actually wanted my characters to go to a winter camp, and then go snowboarding, sledding, have some adventures in the forest, like go hiking, get stuck in a cave, that sort of thing.
I remember you saying you didn't want it to be a Christmas themed or anything.
Yeah, I tried to. My idea was introduce this reindeer town or tribe or whatever, and they have their own culture, they have their own traditions, and I wanted it to make the idea of reindeer separate from the Christmas tradition that we have, something different. And
if it wasn't going to make something winter themed, I'd probably go with spring. Summer doesn't seem like a very fun time, but spring seems. Oh right, the Bambi thing. No. No.
Reindeers are caribou, so they're completely different than regular deers. I'm so pretentious. Sorry.
Well, I'm not really a fan of the Christmas motif as much as I'm a fan of pissing all over it. Pixel's supposed to be when Christmas comes around in the TMP Christmas story. Tiger's very neutral during that time. Jen's very excited. Shadow's just actually smiling for once, and Pixel's just like, okay, whatever, then walks off. And the reason for that is because Pixel doesn't have any family members to celebrate with. Because, well, you know what happened. You know why his sister hates him.
Yep.
Funny enough that event actually led to the alternate universe TMP Ocean Blues, where that event did not transpire thanks to the interference of a certain individual with a great white smile and a red coat.
I probably missed that part, actually. I haven't seen the last few pages of the Ocean Blue yet.
To be honest, I've completely given up on Ocean Blues to redraw TMP Thunder Strikes. If you guys want to check out what it currently looks like, it looks nothing like how I originally drew it.
Isn't it on your Deviant art page?
The originals, yes, but I'm starting to resketch it because it looks like shit.
Hey, what good have you done back then? At least you had your ideas down on paper.
Yes.
And not just let it stew in your head and not have an outlet,
Sweetie, that's you, not me.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You keep.
That's my reindeer. That's why my reindeer idea was a bust.
It's sweetie. If you want the truth is you have to. If you have an idea, at least start a rough draft of it. If you want to make music, write down some notes. If you want to sing, practice some songs. If you want to draw a circle, draw a square, draw a pyramid. Just draw something to get to know where you want to go. TMP was literally made from a fluke. It was literally just made from me saying, I want to be a comic book superhero. Now it's become a fantasy sci-fi world with godlike individuals. It sounds ridiculous, but the way when I actually explain it seriously, you seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, you really have gone far with TMP Universe.
6 years.
And its affiliates.
Oh yeah, I told one of my Hell's Parade, the story where the devil's a black sheep and he goes around trying to help people, but has the Christian Crusader. No, not the one that's a joke in TMP. That guy's just a joke.
Oh, explain how religion plays in the TMP universe.
The what?
How religion plays in the TMP universe.
I piss all over it. I piss all over religion. in a Hell's Parade, there's only one religion, and that's Christianity versus that's basically the only one I'm running with. TMP has every religion, but I piss all over it thanks to Tiger's ability to be a demigod. So all the religions do exist, but I piss all over them because I don't respect religion because I just say they're all glorified cults.
Tager doesn't even have a full backstory. He doesn't have a full origin. He's
His
still
origin?
mysterious. He's still mysterious. Like what kind of being he is, right? That part of him is still mysterious to me.
Tiger's basically an incarnation of magic, much like Sin. So that's why they can't ever die, because their power is ever growing, and because they are human and they are going around humanity, teaching them magic and just fighting each other. It basically creates more magic reserves. There is a story known as the Fall of TMP, where that story basically goes over every character dying. And then I reveal what happens to a TMP universe when the 4 main cast members fade from it.
Huh.
As long as there's always one individual keeping up the mantle of TMP, everything will be fine. But as soon as all 4 individuals from the group die, yeah, that's when the unfortunate thing happens that I told you about.
Oh, Shadow the Fax is asking, what's TMP?
Fax. TMP is an internet comic book series written by yours truly with 4 different iterations. We have TMP, TMP before TMP, TMP Ocean Blues, and then Thunder Strikes, along with Earth Oglyphs, the comic books.
Time to practice. Okay, so the plot of TMP. What does TMP stand for?
Tiger and Pixel.
The basic. Say that again?
The initial of TMP is Tiger and Pixel because at first TMP was just Tiger and Pixel, 2 best friends having fun. And then Shadow came out from a friend wanting to be in TMP, so I made her the 3rd main star. Then Jen came along because I felt lonely. I wanted to draw a girl that I could actually enjoy looking at and enjoy have fun writing. That's why Jen's the way she is.
And so now the conflict of the story, the main plot is
TMP begins.
Exactly.
TMP starts off with the 4 main heroes fractured. Thanks to the events that have transpired, we will get a flashback of that during the event when in space, where satellite. So TMP has always been a jokey series where they have a main goal, but they never really go out searching that main goal. The first problem in TMP is, Sin is responsible for all this pain we're feeling because he's the one that caused us to splinter. So they want revenge on Sin, but it's motherfucking Sin, so no one's gonna go after him.
And Sin is a maniacal, clever genius who is the antagonist to Tager, and explain what Tager's personalities are, because that's like the important part of the story.
The 3 main personalities, besides Tiger, who's very hot-headed and also doesn't like to formulate plans or be very structured, we have Tags, the second in command of Tiger's personalities. These alternate personalities are basically different experiences Tiger has lived through. Tags is, in short, the female Tiger. She was one of my first creations, and the idea behind these personalities was, what if I just gave Tiger different outfits to wear? And then it became, what if they had their own wills and ideas and thoughts? So that's where they came from. So Tags is that. The second one that comes up is Rage. He's the 3rd in control, and he's basically all strength and restraint. He's the peak of physical strength in Tiger's body, but he can't use any other types of magic or whatnot. But keeping that simple, basically is the most. He's basically the 3rd in command thanks to Tags. He's able to restrain himself and he's able to think clearly, unlike the last one, who's Fur, the free-spirited girl who doesn't wear a shirt, running around wanting to do basically what Tiger does. So although Tiger loves Fur and loves to mess around with her and have fun, the other 2 try to keep those 2 in check. Now, why these 3 personalities are in control is because they're the most frequent ones that pop up in the main TMP universe. Tiger has 3 different main personalities he defaults to. So if Tiger was a cold-hearted assassin in another universe, it would be the personalities Shade, Tags, and Rage. Although if it was a universe where there was peace and love, it'd be Tags, Fur, and probably be Heather, Tiger's the healer personality. Since Tiger's female forms tend to be less bloodthirsty and less violent and easier to talk to. The male personalities can get quite aggravated quite quickly if you push the right buttons, and with Tiger that can be anything. So you can see why I prefer putting them up, prefer having them come out in front than have 4 guys running around rampant.
Yeah.
So in short, the 4 personalities are just the 4 most common sides you'll see of Tiger.
Which is fur,
Well, it's
tags.
by titles, it's chaos, order, strength, and freedom.
Those are the types of personalities?
Well, that's just the general titles. Rage is strength, Tiger's chaos, Tags is order, and Fur is freedom. So it sums up Tiger's personality.
So it's Tags, Fur. Let me get this order right. Tags, Fur, chaos. No. Chaos is insanity. Wait, no. Pixel is in the.
All right. So here's the easiest way to remember a personality. Every personality has that little white scarf on them. Every personality has that somewhere on them. Most of them just wear it around their necks, but others will like subtly work it into their costume, into the design in another way. And Pixel is his own individual. Jen's her own individual, and Shadow is her own person. Those three aren't personalities. Those are just individuals.
Yeah. Jen, Pixel, and Shadow. Yeah, I know about that.
The so 4 main. Yes.
So the 4 main individuals that's always around Tiger is the. Okay.
If someone wants to kill all 3 of them, that would leave Tiger. That would leave Tiger in a mess for a while until 3 other ones take their place for the time being. And that would be a nightmare. But yeah, the 4 main cast members you'll see most often is Tiger, Shadow, Jen, and Pixel. The 4 personalities that you'll see most often from Tiger is Tiger, Fur, Rage, and Tags.
Rage and Tags. Okay. I think that sums it up. Any questions, you guys?
No, they're just having their fun in the chat. Speaking of which, Smiler's actually an artist. But Smiler dives more into the horror aspect of things. That's why I was caught off guard when I saw this somewhat tamed picture of what he looks like, and then I saw the Smiler Wolf. I've actually noticed that a lot. There's a lot of psychopathic characters that people like to portray. I mean, I like to play Insanity because it's fun. The idea of having free reign to do whatever you want and not care, that's always been a fun thing for me.
Yeah, it does sound enticing most of the time.
I guess that's why I'm also infatuated with Sin's charisma and personality.
Yeah. Sin built an empire around himself. That's why he isn't like. That's why Tiger doesn't respect him. No,
Tiger just hates him for all the times he killed him.
Yeah, that too.
If Sin would have been hands off, Tiger wouldn't care what Sin did. It's whatever Silver Fox told him to do. Tiger just fights for himself, and the only time he actually wants to be a hero is when someone's there with him. If there's no one to be there with him, he doesn't feel a need to actually be a hero because there's no one that's going to keep him company on the sidelines. And that's why I say Tiger's a very chaotic individual. He could be a hero, but he doesn't have the will or the mental strength to keep doing it.
Yeah, that explains a lot. That's why each lifetime he reincarnates, he forgets. He just doesn't remember. It's too much for him to remember.
Yep. And that's why Tiger suffers from the reincarnation cycle, and that's why his magic creates a new personality to store all of his previous memories. Although tigers live millions of lives, some of them have bled together, so it doesn't really create a new personality as much as it just added something to his old life.
Yeah.
That's why Momo's so drastic. That's why Momo's so different from the other tigers, because that life was a very different one from any other recent ones. That's the explanation story wise. Real life wise, I just like Momo's design. I wanted her to be unique. So, and it's not that obvious that she is a tiger because she's also a panda rather than a fox.
Yeah. Wait. So, did you decide what comic Momo's gonna be in?
Momo,
Can you show us a picture?
I have drawn her before
Yeah, I don't think they've seen Momo yet.
because I know I uploaded that Momo discussion where I draw my Momo.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, in the video I talk about how much I love Momo and how much I love her design and basically what she is. But back to the TMP questions. Any other questions you have about TMP?
Anyone have questions? You can put it in the comments. You have any questions for Mike and his TMP universe?
Or how it's like a shit show gone wrong when you actually look at the art.
It's a universe that can be put in any medium. That's what's awesome about it.
Well, TMP is that's the whole point of TMP. It's supposed to be a multimedia type of thing where they can jump to any universe and not be restricted by any form of storytelling.
Eventually, you have to do like a Patreon or no, like a Kickstarter for a video game. That'd be awesome. Get the people, find people to do it, and
I mean, if TMP was a video game, I just do ridiculous super moves. Tiger's super move, if it's just
like
Tiger, is
the
he would just
storyline would be intense, you know, and then make a TV show out of that, or start with a comic, TV show, then the video game.
well, with lines like I will break your bones I will break your bones to make sure you will never come back. With Pixel, it's and I'll rip off your arms, and with Tiger, it's yes, yeah. You see, that's not the worst part about having your bones broken. The worst part is waiting for them to grow back. That's what you humans say, right? Grow back. With
I'm
Shadow,
not a salamander, Tiger.
with Shadow, her line would just be with Shadow. It would just be you have no honor for your enemies if you do that. But and as far as Jen goes, she wouldn't say anything because that would actually scare her.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, there was even I mean, if TMP was a fighting game, or if TMP was an a role playing game, or an open world exploring game, what I wanted to do was introduce necklaces. And what these necklaces will do is they'll allow you to. All right, so people hate dying. So one of the necklaces you'll be able to purchase is called Last Breath, where you'd be able to resurrect yourself after death. Obviously, it might not work as well in boss fights, just for the sake of balance.
You even have the accessories and the health potions. It's funny.
Yeah, but
you really thought about this, huh?
I've thought about a lot of things, girl.
Oh, Smiler's asking, is there any wolves in the TMP universe? Like, main character wise?
No. I don't have it. I have one wolf. But that's basically the ex-girlfriend of Fur. Boyfriend. That's Fur's ex-boyfriend, and she doesn't have a great relationship with him after he swore loyalty to her, to the asshole she hates the most. Oh yeah, that's something that someone brings up a lot. Every time someone sees Sin, when it's one of the main TMP cast members, usually it's Pixel that says, "You have a wide shit-eating grin," you know that? And then Sin loses the grin and impales Pixel. That's always the response. And for any of you that are wondering, for any of you that ever look up Sin, the reason he's smiling isn't because he's confident in his power, and it isn't because he's It also isn't because he's just so full of himself. The reason he's always smiling is because he's always happy to see a new face. He's very excitable in that sense. He likes combat and he likes bringing out the best in someone.
He's such a hypocrite. It's amazing.
What do you mean?
Sin. It's just
Sin?
the way he's written and the way he his ideals versus his actions. It's just
he has conflict. You mean he has conflicting points of view?
Yeah, a hypocrite. It's not a bad thing.
The one thing he
It
isn't
doesn't
is a
have to be
liar.
a. Well, yeah, for sure. Like he's manipulative. He can be a bastard sometimes, but then he can be nice to his soldier, his comrades and generals. Man,
I'll put it this way: if he wanted to save the world, he'd probably team up with Tagger. If he wanted to burn it, he'd probably kill Tagger and then go after all his friends.
remember the Earth arc? You don't have to talk about it.
The Earth arc?
Or what happens with the Earth. I don't know.
I can't remember. I don't. I've told you so many stories. I don't know which one is which anymore.
It happens in before TNB. The gala.
Yes.
You remember that story, right?
The gala?
You told me. The gala, or the night, you know.
Oh! The Stone Knight, Feather, Hela, and
Hello?
yeah, the noise is coming from Shadow.
Well, I don't think it was a gala, but it was something happened to the Earth, and they had to move to a different planet.
Oh
Or they
yeah,
had to-
oh yeah, that oh yeah, that's explained in TMP Origin. No, it's not TMP Origins. That's explained in fuck. What story is it? All right. So there are 5 events that are planned for TMP. After TMP begins ends, that's basically the official ending of TMP for the most part. TMP isn't really meant to end as much as it's supposed to have a lot of stories to be told. So after TMP begins, if you want to consider that the official ending of TMP, go ahead. Just know that I don't plan on TMP ever really ending in my lifetime. But yeah, I think the individual that asked the question, "What happened to the Earth?" would probably be someone like some. It would probably be a descendant from Earth, so a full-fledged human. But I think that would happen in TMP Freedom Fighters.
Oh.
Because in Freedom Fighters, it's a planet that's been in. It's so there are 2 separate events happening during TMP Freedom Fighters. There's TMP Freedom Fighters, and then there's TMP War of the Gods. War of the Gods is a fight between Tiger and Sin for the events for the ending of TMP Begins. Because all I can tell you about the ending in TMP Begins is Sin says they cheated. You'll find out how they cheated when that story is finished. But you don't cheat Sin at all. If you want to survive, you never cheat the man himself.
And Sin has lived for how long? Like thousands of years, millions of years.
He's been there since the humans started. He was there when humans started to appear.
And he never died. And
nope, not
it
once.
was Tager who kept getting killed and reincarnating without memories of his past lives. And it's only in TMP, not TMP Begins, the original comic TMP. That's when he gains all his memories of his past lives.
After the events of TMP Origins, where the Earth is explained, not TMP. Yeah, TMP. No, it's a. Fuck, let me think. It was. Fuck. I know it's a separate event where we go over all the origins of characters. It's a special book separate from the main TMP universe, where these characters are telling you, the audience, their origins.
So that's how it's gonna be. Okay.
And the first story Tiger tells you is why the Earth is messed up and why humans exist on Evo. Because when we get a look at the Earth, it's a molten wasteland, but there are still humans walking around in TMP. There are still humans on this planet called Evo.
So they're not extinct.
No, they're not extinct. Sin obviously would never let those that follow him die. Oh yeah, that's also another point for why he hates Tagger for a long period of time. It's only up until the event of before TMP where he finally grows a backbone and finally fights back and actually does something to Sin that Sin finally backs off and respects him like a proper fighter. Up
That
until
actually
then,
happens.
that actually happens. All until all from when Tiger and Sin meet, all the way up to before TMP. Sin does not care about Tiger and doesn't really see Tiger as much. That's the surface level. Underneath, Sin wants to see Tiger actually fight back and actually give him a proper fight. Because every time Sin's fought Tiger, he's just wiped him out. The thing that makes Sin want to actually deal with Tiger and actually keep Tiger alive is Sin throughout his many lifetime has never found someone that has come back as many times as Tiger. The gods he doesn't care about. He hates them. He hates them because his first love interest was stripped from him by a quote unquote god. So he lost access to the love of his life because someone didn't like what he was spouting. But that's where Tiger comes. That's where Tiger comes in. Tiger comes into his life, and Tiger doesn't even get in his way. Tiger's just like, oh, Tiger just insults him because it's Tiger. Tiger just insults him and is like, oh, look at this, look at you, aren't you a furry little monster? That gets Sin's attention. No one's been so fast that people have been quick to judge him, but no one just flat out called him a furry monster at that point in his life. Sin asks him, who are you? Tiger simply replies with, I don't know. You see, that's the funny thing. I've heard a lot about you, but no one really knows anything about me. And Sin thinks he's messing with him. He's thinking, oh, this guy wants to play games. So he asks him, are you a hero? Or what are you? And then Tiger takes off his hood, revealing his little fox ears and tail, and that it gets Sin's interest. Because that's basically what Sin has. When on Earth, Tiger always had a habit of hiding his ears and tail from a large group of people. He never really shows those traits to anyone. The very few amount of people he does show are very few. Because as it's seen later on in TMP stories, Tiger's literally chased down for these traits. Actually, that's a reason. That's actually a little story in TMP that explains why he hates the government so much.
Why does Tiger get chased for these things?
If you saw a furry monster, if you saw a humanoid creature with fox ears and a fox tail, wouldn't you try to study it by cutting it open?
Being called a demon, being called a spirit, just being different, and
well, so Tiger has magic, so
all
they would want to try to learn that.
All of those are very logical, but like, I mean, if you have a fox tail and fox ears, wouldn't you just be classified as an animal anyway?
No. People are very picky, and they like to classify everything. Why do you think there's 300 names for a spider?
Because we're all stupid.
Yeah. Well, you gotta distinguish the poisonous ones. At least I'm grateful for that.
We study rocks. We study rocks and classify them.
Some of them can.
Yes. This rock is a waffle rock.
But yeah,
there's some stupid things in science. I can agree with that. Like, I mean, it's pointless. It leads to no discoveries, etc., etc.
When it just comes down to it, Tiger's life is a roller coaster. Sometimes it's very good, sometimes it's very neutral, and sometimes it's very bad. I mean, it also doesn't help that Sin has interfered with Tiger's life more than on one occasion. But that's why I wanted to write Thunder Strikes, to balance out the bad with the good. Alright, so the dynamic between Tiger and Sin in most of the universes is two rivals. Or at least that's how Sin explains it. He explains it as two rivals. In Thunder Strikes, it's two brothers. Wow, I suck at drawing chibi fur. Wow. I wish it was animated just so I can get the proper voices down. I'm looking at my I'm looking at the story of Ocean Blues, chapter 1, Two Tales. I love fur, but apparently she wanted to bash over the head with a stick. Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered something very funny. Tiger isn't really a hero, and his personalities aren't really heroes. For the most part, they're just goofballs that just like to mess around too much.
Yeah, you never write them as rescuing people. Yeah, I don't think they were ever classified as heroes.
That's the funny thing, though. That's what the kingdom and people call them. It's like the heroes, the immortals. They've come to save us. And then Tiger just looks at them and is like, "Oh,
They never did a thing."
oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you want us to. I definitely say that Jen wants to be a hero.
I can see Jen as one.
As far as Shadow goes, she's more honor bound.
What?
All right. So Tiger's only a hero when he has to be, or when someone asks him to be a hero. He's the hero that's there when you need him. Pixel, he's an asshole, but at least he'll stand up for the weak. At least he'll stand up for those that. At least he'll stand up to those that are picking on the weak. There's this great line in the series called what's it called? Shit. Let me look it up right now. I was watching a series, an anime that I need to find it right now. Whenever I want, how do you find what you watch here?
I might animate your books, Mike.
The quality might fall.
I've been wanting to. It's so intriguing.
Trust me, if anyone ever
I have the stuff to do it. It's just a matter of if I want to or not.
It's so much work.
Ask Penny how many times I've wanted to do it.
Yeah, I think he's just waiting for the right time. He does do a couple of animations.
If I were to animate it, it would take me a year, but the wait would be worth it because I like to have everything as precise and as good as possible and well colored. I don't know about Penny though.
Oh no, I'm a pain in the ass to work with. If you wanted to animate it and you honestly wanted my help, I'd be writing you up a wall.
Well, I mean, considering I am sitting on a wall right now.
Well, it's laying.
What?
I think the anime was called Everyman, but if I think the anime was called Everyman, and basically one of the first lines of the episode is, "All right, your job is to punch the assholes." So then this guy that told him that is being an asshole. So then he asks him, "Okay, what's your job?" And his response is, "Punch the asshole." And then he proceeds to punch the asshole.
So like he punched the butt.
He punched the jerkwad that was treating a woman badly.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
That's basically Pixel in a nutshell. He might be a jerk, but at least he knows when to be. At least he knows when to step up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also an alcoholic. He's also an alcoholic, depressed mess that is a nihilist to the end. But you know, that's what Tiger's there for.
So wait, hold up.
Oh, it just cut out for a sec.
Hmm.
Is Tiger a fox or is Tiger a human?
He's magic incarnate.
Like, what?
He's living magic. If you were to
all right,
this is how it works. Tiger inhabits a physical form by using his magic. This form is human. He takes the form of a humanoid being because of his first encounter with his adopted mother figure called Silver Fox. When he came in contact with her, he replicated what a modern human is today. That's what Tiger is. Tiger's just a human Tiger's just an incarnation of magic that takes the shape of a human. As far as that fox ears and fox tail goes, that's his quote unquote spirit animal. It's what Tiger would look like if he wasn't human. He would just be a bipedal fox. Because TMP is very much a Japanese. It's very my style. Just go around the Japanese mythos and whatnot. So that's why Also, I will also the end story and explanation is Tiger has the fox ear and fox trait because that's just what he would. That's basically his magic bleeding through. He can hide these traits, but that just drains a little bit of magic. So at this point, where magic is finally prevalent and free to be wherever it wants, that's why he doesn't hide it at all. Also, hybrids are a thing. So, like Jen.
To me, it sounds like Tagger is just a goofball.
Tagger's fairy god. That's basically what he is.
He is a goofball. You're right. There's a lot of moments where he is.
There's just a lot of moments where he's a jackass.
I love
Quickly!
one though.
Quickly, throw me to that building. Okay. Wrong building! Splat! Yeah, I wasn't aiming for that building. I was aiming for the one next to it. If you are Tiger does hold grudges, so if you piss him off or if you make him mad, he will get you back for that.
So you can't just make him waffles and expect him to make.
I mean, there's a story where there's actually another story. This is actually way into the comic book series, but it's TMP Arena, where I think it's an alternate universe. If it's not an alternate universe, it definitely happens in the main TMP universe. But basically, the main villain Sin is like, I will host a tournament of fighters, and you will be granted one wish should you succeed. The thing is, Sin himself enters his own competition, and when people ask him why, Tiger just shouts, "It's because he's an asshole." And then we find out what Tiger would wish for, and we find out what the people would wish for in that story. So what Tiger would wish for is to spend more time with Jen, but Pixel says, no. Walks up. Shadow hears this, and she's like, "Why don't you just spend more time with her and stop being a hero then?" And Tiger's response is, "Because it's a magic wish." She asks Jen, "What does that have to do with anything?" Tiger's response, "Because it's a magic wish." And then one more question. It's like, but you can grant your own wishes. And Tiger's response is, yeah, but it's someone else's wish. I don't have to do it. Pixel will probably wish for his family back or for creative booze. I'm not sure which one.
I think they just wish for both of them, and then just regret the second wish, but just his family.
I think Shadow's would probably be one of the most difficult to pin down because Shadow has lived a hard life, but I'm not sure what she would wish for.
Like a character that's in the book.
As far as Sin goes, I think his wish would be more comedic, where it's like, because Sin does have a sense of humor. Don't think he doesn't. He might be a gentleman and a monster at the same time, but he does have a sense of humor. And I think when someone asks him, "What would you wish for?" his response would be, "For no one to have this wish." That's his that's his response. So no one else can have the wish.
Huh.
And what Jen would want is the same thing Tiger would want, to spend more time with Tiger. And then Pixel's the one that's like, "But why?" And her response is, "Because it's a magic wish." Showing you that they're very much in tune with each other.
Tiggs and Tiger. Wait, not Tiggs.
I get
Jen.
I get the feeling that somehow Mike's just gonna end up making the story to seem like Tagger is another person, but he doesn't realize it.
The moments where me and Tiger bleed and split. Tiger is my avatar and he is my character, but he's not my quote unquote Gary Stu. Tiger's not perfect in any sense. He might be the most powerful individual next to Sin in just sheer power, but he's not the most skilled. Shadow's one of the most skilled individuals because of the long life she's lived. Pixel's a certified genius, but he still has his flaws. Tiger isn't perfect.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Tiger can't be perfect, and neither can the other characters, but there's actually a joke with Jen where people are like, "Why do you like her so much?" Because she's perfect. And this is where the character you see right now, Jay, comes in, because where Jen tries to be polite, respect everyone, and be friends with everyone, Jay's the opposite. She only cares about two people in this world, Tiger and Shadow. And she doesn't make quarrels about punching people's heads off for disrespecting them.
Dang.
Yeah, and Jen and Tiger dating, right?
When Jen is the sweetest thing around, I'm not gonna lie, Jay can be a bitch.
Yeah, she's the one with the crop top.
Mike, just to get clear, Like, are you talking about like my character Shadow, or is it a character that's in your book also named Shadow?
Shadow the Rainbow Ninja. As far as you go, you're a guest star, so no one can touch you.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's completely different character.
Yeah.
That's actually a joke in TMP. When someone asks, why can't I kill you? Tiger responds with, because they're a guest star, and guest stars can die. Unless you're someone specific.
You're pulling an Uncle Grandpa. Sorry.
It's me, Uncle Grandpa.
I'm not lying though, guest stars can't die in TMP. They can go near death, but they can't die in TMP.
Like because you can see them on the other side, so
No,
they
it's because
still
you guys exist.
Oh.
If I was to kill off your characters, you would have to stop doing what you would have to stop creating your content.
It's like I give up. I want to be an accountant. Goodbye.
Yeah, if you gave up, if you ever wanted to like say I'm quitting YouTube or something, just have them appear in TMP and die off. And whenever someone asks why this person stopped creating content, just say, "Oh, they died in TMP."
It's the end all be all.
Hey, if I die in TNP, I'm not gonna stop creating content. Either that or I'll just make a new character.
Yeah, you could also do that.
Yeah, if I'm sick of Penny, I guess I'll make a new persona or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's something else I can't really do. I can't kill off a character. I can't kill a character. Alright, so these characters I develop and write to the point where I become obsessed with everything about them. And then when I finally know what I want them to be, I can't kill them off because I enjoy the assholes of my I enjoy the assholes of my comic books because I enjoy the assholes and I enjoy the heroes and I enjoy the good and the bad of my characters. I can't kill them off because I created them in such a specific way that I fell in love with them.
That's usually the way the story goes. There's something, I don't know. I'm all drugged up on morphine still, so.
There's There's the closest I ever get to killing off a main character is when the character Jen gets a fist shoved through her chest, and that's when Tiger finally loses it, and we see the worst thing Tiger could do if he ever got cut loose and just went on a rampage.
Like a Red Bull type of rampage.
Well, more like the story would go from TMP to TMP genocide, where he just starts killing everything that's ever hurt him.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What? You didn't tell me about that story.
All right. So this story. All right. So if this event was ever to
I
unfold,
regret it now.
if this story was to ever unfold, Jen would have to die in TMP. Although Shadow keeps Tiger in line in the sense of not destroying the world in with his crazy antics along with Pixel, Pixel keeps Tiger in line in the sense of not letting him get too carried away. There's a complete difference. When Shadow does it, it's when Tiger's with Pixel. When Pixel does it, it's when Tiger's by himself. The only thing the linchpin Tiger has to keep him sane is Jen. Her sweet nature and her personality to like not give up on him is basically what keeps him from going insane. This is what the personalities were supposed to do for the rest of their for the whole thing, but the personalities basically stopped caring since these individuals started popping up in Tiger's life. So they wouldn't do their job of keeping Tiger well adjusted.
How about that?
That's why Tiger has Shadow, Pixel, and Jen. Tiger does need them,
Oh,
but he
Shadow
also
plays
needs
a
them
big
for another
role.
reason.
Now I can see why Shadow's more important. Not just because she's sticking around and have friends finally, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Shadow loves Jen and Tiger. They're basically very close to her, and
Yeah.
there are TMP events where a character will go missing. And when these characters go missing, you'll actually feel it in the comic. When Tiger disappears, when Tiger drops from the story, you'll notice there's every time Pixel makes a joke and he turns to Tiger for a smile or for a reaction, he will turn and we'll just see an empty spot.
Dang.
When Pixel disappears, Tiger will make a joke or point or swing a weapon in the direction where Pixel would be, but then Tiger's like, "Oh right. He's not there to kill me to get me back for that."
I can feel it all the way from like miles away.
I should just change my name to Shadow Fold of TNP, shouldn't I?
And
No,
when Shadow the Rainbow Ninja
don't know.
disappears, you'll notice that Tiger and Pixel start getting really crazy with their antics, and then Tiger freezes when he sees Jen just be disappointed in him. That's literally the first thing he does. He looks at her expecting Shadow, and all he sees is a very disappointed Jen.
I mean, so Jens is playing the mama role, kind of.
More like the upset, more like the disappointed,
That
teacher role.
housewife.
You was gonna have one of those in the group.
Oh yeah, and then there's Rip Slash. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Rip Slash before, the hockey mask wearing, hoodie wearing individual. He's the secret fifth main character of TMP. The only person that ever says that is Jen. She's like, "What about Rip Slash? What about Rip Slash?" And then Tiger, Pixel, and Shadow look at her and they're like, "What about Rip Slash?" And then she's like, and her response is, "Isn't he a part of the team?" And all of them are just stumped because they don't know how to respond to that. Rip Slash became a fifth member of TMP because I didn't want Jet the Ninja to be Josh to be the fifth member. Josh, the pathetic ninja, a member of TMP, never. So I chose Rip Slash instead. Oh yeah, even Rip Slash himself commentates on that, where it's like, "Why won't you die? You cannot kill me. I'm a fifth member of TMP." What? I'm a fifth member of the team. You can't kill me. I am immortal. That's quite literally all he says. Keep in mind,
Hamburger? What? I don't think I get the joke. Hold on.
the joke is Rip Slash knows Rip Slash knows he can't be killed because he's the main character.
Oh, in the comments.
Comments?
Yeah.
They're just joking around. I don't read the comments anymore because they're usually playing some kind of game. So I really can't read out their comments unless they're directly talking to me.
Inside joke with an inside joke. That's basically what TMP is, kind of.
It's more of a series where anyone can jump in, but to get some of the more subtle jokes, you have to actually be a fan of the series.
Yeah. Once you get it more, you get it on the ropes and just publish it. And
yeah, because TMP is a good story if you just want to go through the pages and not take it too deep. But if you want to get deep, you'll see little references and subtle details. Because I do give all my work a very steady hand, with minor comments and minor things being said in the background or being said up front. Where if you don't know where, and there's even stuff in the books I'm writing right now where they say things that happened in the past, and you're not going to be able to read that until later, when I actually get to that book.
Yeah, I think that's how it's been.
TMP has always just been a world where I drop you guys in the middle, and it's up to you guys to stick around to find out where these things are coming from.
So what? It's gonna be like a mystery comic. You just gotta let everyone do the work.
I think it's a mosh pit where if TMP did get a community and people theorized long enough, I would actually acknowledge the correct theories with comments like, "Huh, good point. Maybe I will write that sooner." Or comments like,
do a lot of red herrings.
"Oh yeah, right? That'd be fun. That'd be fun as hell." And in TMP Machine Wars, Sin will return as Crimson Eyes. By the way, that's actually a side plot in TMP Machine Wars. Here's the synopsis for TMP Machine Wars, which happens after TMP begins. TMP Machine Wars is a group of rogue scientists have teamed up together to give sentient life to machines, or artificial intelligence. They want to give machines free will, but Tiger makes the comment, machines can never have free will because they're just machines. Their coding cannot allow it.
That's Genesis, right?
Project Genesis is humanity. The logo for Project Genesis is Outman questioning, what have we done?
I thought you were talking about that. No, you're just talking about the original series.
No, Project Genesis is it's man versus machine, but it's a civil war that's brewing. That's what Project Genesis is. While TMP Machine Wars is just Tiger constantly being on the mindset that machines can't have free will. despite all these impossibilities like Tagger's traits, what Tagger is, how smart Pixel is, how long Shadows lived, Tagger just refuses to admit machines have free will or could ever have free will. And the story actually involves Pixel as more of the focus because Pixel's a scientist and he has created machines. He has his own mechanical suit that has gained sentience. But again, Tagger refuses to believe it. That's why I never really classify TMP as just one thing because it's always just different things coming together.
Definitely. That's
If I did have a team of around 50 people, I'd just have them each writing 4 different comic books. Each group would be writing one comic book, and I would constantly have to like check in on them to ensure the story's going how I would write it.
No, that's why scripts are created. For that whole purpose. Oh, but I did hear that there's just one YouTuber. He's basically the creator of Final Space. He said that he made a pilot. He sent it overseas or sent to Australia to a certain team to get it animated. And sooner or later, like studios asked if they could make it a series, and then they pitched it and so on. So now it's on TV.
Well,
maybe you can do a similar route in terms of
when it comes to
sending it to different studios, and then you own the copyrights. That's the most important thing.
If I did get TMP animated and I did keep the copyrights, I would literally be writing. I'd literally just be doing a lot of stuff at that point. Since
if it's a passion project and you just want to keep it simple, then
no, not simple. I want everyone to be able to experience TMP. That's why I want to get it animated. That's why I want to get voice actors for TMP.
Maybe we can do everything on YouTube, but
I also want to make it a project around Friends. I want Pixel to be voiced by Skullman, but Skullman is such a lazy individual that I know he wouldn't voice Pixel.
Oh, was he the one who moved? Or
he's the one that's moving to Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So if I did make TMP animated and I didn't just make it subtitles, it was just nothing but animation.
Yeah.
I would have to find different voices for Pixel, for Shadow, for Jen, for everyone else. Because although he did teach me how to do Ripslash, and I just plan on doing Tagger, it'd be very difficult for me to replace the main star that I wanted to have a voice. But that other main star doesn't want to voice Pixel. He wants to make his own series and work on that. But he's a procrastinator from hell, so I'm annoyed by that. What do you think I say the phrase, if someone has a comic book series or something like that, tell me about it so I can showcase it? Because I want these individuals to be encouraged to continue making these things. You can draw like shit, but if you could tell an amazing story, I totally back them up.
You should make a new platform. A new website. I could my brother knows people who can make websites. Just F it and invite people who have their own stories to tell.
I would literally just become another comic book studio at that point. Welcome to the TMP Showcase. This story comes from insert name here, and you can find them on these social media platforms. Don't forget to encourage them, because if you don't, I will. Yeah, because...
Yeah, you can make a website under your name, and then...
Because the main reason I'm doing YouTube is because
I should get community on there.
The reason I don't like DeviantArt is because I don't get feedback as quickly. I don't get, and I can't grow an audience as fast.
It has its downfalls, for sure.
I don't care about the money. I care about the people that can read the story and tell me what they think. that's what, and I also want to entertain people. That
It's the long but benefiting way. Yeah.
it's a pain in the ass for one. I don't like looking at numbers. I don't like looking at people. I like numbers. But when I see those numbers and I see the lack of individuals actually watching it, I'm thinking, okay, clearly I'm not doing something right. So what can I do? What can I do to improve my content? The Tiger draws have no dialogue or anything whatsoever, so that bores me. But I suck at writing scripts, so I guess what I'm gonna do instead is just write side notes. I'm gonna write down ideas I'm gonna speak about during the video, so
Maybe
I can.
do a quick beginner's course online. Well, not online, like find a video and just gather your information that way. And so that way you make your own technique on how you write your scripts that work for you. So you don't have a teacher telling you this is the only way. So that way your script can translate and then help translate it to animations, comics, etc.
That's why I had the live streams, so I can talk to someone else and pitch ideas and come back to these live streams. It's much easier than recording my conversations on Skype.
Yeah.
I also enjoy interacting with the individuals that actually talk back. On DeviantArt, all I get is a comment saying, "Oh, thank you. Oh, that's cool." On YouTube, these individuals are also individuals that make content, so I can watch their content and interact with them. It's much easier for me it keeps me more engaged. That's why you see so many YouTube videos from me. That's because I feel engaged and I feel like even one little comment is enough to make me want to make more. It's the interaction I can get from you guys that makes me want to make more content. It's because I've been making I've been drawing for 6 years, no interaction from anyone. I get a favorite on DeviantArt, and that's all I get. With you guys, I actually get a response if you actually like what I'm doing. The conversation can continue to go on, and with these live streams, you guys get to see me, the real version of me, and see what I have for you guys, in store for you guys. From animations to projects with others, to encouraging Penny here to create more content. I've said this before and I'll keep saying it. I'm not just here for me. I'm here for you guys. What's the point in creating if you guys don't tell me what you want to see or more of?
Agreed.
And that's why I say that YouTube can't get rid of YouTubers, because if they kicked off every single YouTuber that was interesting, that said their mind, all right, I like Markiplier, and I do believe he is genuine with his words, but I don't know. But when he says the word love, that's when I kind of lose interest. I don't like it when people say "I love you," because you don't really know these people. You might get an interaction from when you're super huge. My issue is when you say love, because on YouTube, it's basically a one-way conversation. When you get super huge, it's a one-way conversation where you can interact with every single fan. Me, I'm small, so I can stick around with you guys. And that's what I always want to do. I always want to interact with as many people as I can. But since the channel's small, I can actually remember you guys a lot easier. I go into bigger channels, and when they actually acknowledge my comment in the live stream, I'm like, okay, I'm very excited. But again, I have to keep in mind, I'm just a quick flash in their life. That's why.
Yeah, it's ultimately your decision. You don't have to. The way that famous YouTubers interact with the audience, that's how they choose to do it, and it's always your decision, whether how big you get, if your channel explodes or not. It's honestly up to you.
But that's also what I want to create. I don't want to split my community down into 3 groups, but that's what I kind of have to do. I need to create 3 groups. One is for artists and writers that have ideas or want my opinion on their ideas. The second one is me showcasing these artists and individuals. And the third one is me talking to the audience and the individual I want to speak to, individuals that I want to entertain. Those are the 3 categories I need to have. When I'm talking to an artist or a writer and they want my opinion, I have to give them it's easy for me to give them that opinion in a separate group than to say it out loud to everyone, because then everyone else because then the idea gets muddled and can get easily washed out. But again, I know I'm not the best content creator out there. I know I'm very I haven't gone to art school. I'm very much self-taught, but I owe my experience to my animation teacher. He's the one that helped me improve. But you guys are the ones that keep coming back for more content to come to see what I say, which is why I enjoy talking to you guys a lot. Oh yeah, totally. I agree, Vandal. Oh yeah, but I did get your. I'm sorry I couldn't draw your character yet. Right now, I'm currently drawing the first individuals I spoke to. So, up up next is supposed to be Pepsi Wolf and my experience drawing and coloring him. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I have it uploaded on my Windows Filmora, and I will be able to upload it today if I finish the recording and the voiceover of it. After that is supposed to be the individuals Dubs the Wolf, Shadow the Fax is Fox, Bat, Wolf form, and then there's Dubs. Dubs the Wolf, and after that is pretty much I think that's pretty much it for the individual I want to draw. After that I can get on to drawing your character Vandal in the TMP art style. But if you have any requests during the process, feel free to tell me because in Pepsi's photo, he doesn't wear clothing. So what I did was I gave him a hoodie and some pants and a little backpack, much like with Shadow. So if you have a specific way you want your character to dress, just tell me what you want him to possibly look like so I can actually edit that in. Penny, are you still there? Penny. Well, Penny's
yeah.
left us. Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, I'm here. I'm here. I just
That-
turned off, put it on mute. Sorry about that.
Was it because I was talking to the audience and not talking to you?
No, I'm making a lot of noise. I don't want it to disturb the live stream.
Trust me, I've learned to accept noise. What else is there? Oh right. The reason I call you guys an audience rather than fans is because of an individual called Aiden Paladin, who's a political commentator or something like that. I'm not good with motorcycle drawings. I'm not good at drawing vehicles in general. I need to practice drawing, and if I do try to draw a vehicle, it tends to be more sci-fi than fantasy. So I usually draw this insane weird stuff. But I can see what you're getting at. What else here? Oh yeah, but she said what she basically said was she doesn't refer to the people that watch her as fans because a fan is someone that's a fanatic, someone that wants to get more of this content. Where an audience on YouTube is different because if you're a fan of a show, you're not directly interacting with that individual. If you're an audience member, you get to directly speak to the individual on the screen. So that's why I keep using the word audience rather than fans. If someone's a fan of my work, that's different from someone being an audience member. That's why on YouTube you're going to see more content from me a lot sooner than on DeviantArt. Because I create my work live for you guys. Because DeviantArt is an afterthought compared to you guys here. What about leather attire? If you're talking about biker clothing, I have practiced drawing coats, black coats, but I actually do need to get more detailed work. Are you saying you're a biker, Vandal? Or are you a punk rock star? Penny.
I'm here. Don't worry.
Can I redraw you? After I draw Hamlet?
Nah, I'm just gonna let the Hamlet story simmer. As soon as I upgrade my hard drive to a solid state drive, it'll make the programs run faster, and then hopefully I'll finish the projects on time.
Penny, sweetie, please put something down for us to see. All right, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can pull up my old animation for you guys to see. Penny has seen it. It's horrible. It looks terrible. But
no, you actually have better timing than me. You're actually really good. Your timing's better than mine. Yes, it is.
I'm bad. I'm horrible.
I mean, design. Sure, you're still good at design, but like animating, I think you're better than me.
I think you're the better artist. Actually, I said that about everyone, and I honestly mean it. I think anyone that can draw more detail than me is a better artist.
Oh, if only I can upload.
You can.
I made something yesterday. No, if I can upload anything in the comments. Can you do that during a stream? I don't know.
You can drop a link in the link below because I didn't ban links. The only time I'll ban a link is if someone's getting fucked over by the link.
No, it's just a video. Okay, let's see. I'll probably show it through my computer.
Scheiße. Okay, so that's not gonna happen, so let's see if I can find another video. You know, it's nice that Blender is free and all, but Blender's a pain in the ass if you haven't been using it at all.
I'm still here.
I want to draw Neko at Pearl Harbor. For a very specific reason. And yes, it's going to be offensive, but I don't care.
Alright.
Yes, Penny?
Oh, no, I'm just pulling up the small doodle I made yesterday. Hold on.
What do you guys think? Do you think it'd be offensive for me to make a Pearl Harbor joke with Neko?
Pearl Harbor?
Yes.
Why does it have to be Pearl Harbor?
Because Germany wouldn't work since Tiger's a Nazi. I mean, it could be Shadow and Neko. Shadow the ninja, Shadow the facts. Yeah, I'm pretty much. I like I said, because I want to speak my mind. I don't care about demonetization, and because my content is free for you guys, and I never want to start Patreon because that sounds stupid.
Wait. Stupid mouse. Oh.
I just want to apologize if I ever become a hypocrite in the future with these statements. Just know that's not my intention. The only time you'll ever see me do anything like that is if you guys truly want me to do something like that.
Why does this mouse not work?
Sir, there's a little anime girl coming around the port side. What's it look like? It's a Neko. Oh no! Just imagine that. So Neko can eat explosives without dying or suffering any massive injury. So Neko apparently can eat torpedoes. So when they fire a torpedo at Neko, just imagine this little anime girl eating a torpedo.
Well, that's a scene.
That would be funny as hell.
Yeah. I wonder if he has a picture of that. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Vandal. Yeah, but the main reason all right. I know I can't piss on certain things because that'll just drop everyone on top of me. Like, I can't make a 9/11 joke because I'm gonna get crucified for that. But the Pearl Harbor joke is gonna be more subtle, where it's like, man, isn't it a great day to be on this port? You have such a nice ship. Hey, what the heck is that?
It was a false flag, so I don't care if you talk about Pearl Harbor.
It's just like all we get is like this very strange sci-fi looking world. It's very advanced technology. It's like floating boats and whatnot, and all you see is like this little anime girl just sitting there, holding a box. And then when she drops the box, everything goes up in flames, and we see a pearl necklace drop on the harbor. And then the word subtlety appears right under it, so people could put the two words together. I think I might have to remember how to work with Blender again. I literally don't remember jack of this program. Okay.
Same.
Oh, by the way, if anyone is wondering if I'm going to try to make 3D models, I want to learn how, but I'm shite. I want to make 3D TMP models, but, you know, my art style doesn't really blend well to a 3D world. It's definitely two-dimensional. Penny.
Hey, where's my image? Yes?
Would you ever like to be a 3D model?
Nah, I like the flat 2D design. That's just how I roll.
I agree. Digital still a
But if you
crutch
want to
though.
experiment with 3D models, go for it.
If only Americans had Neko at the time.
You have to make Hamlet as a 3D model though, just his head. Pretty
Indeed.
please.
Excuse me,
That's
ma'am. but
something I need to see.
A 3D hamhead, huh?
Mhm.
I'd probably give
Oh,
it my
wait.
best effort. If the pineapples would probably have like little spikes in them.
Wait, I'll draw Hamlet for you guys. I'll show you when I'm done. Hold on. The bigger version of it so you can see the details.
Truth be told, I'm kind of afraid of getting feedback from someone that was pissed about me showcasing them in the live stream. By the way, I'm gonna take down that live stream and edit that part out
Oh,
and apologize to the artist that I did that to.
the one I wasn't there with? Or the Kirby one?
No, that was like one of my older streams.
Oh. You know the stream yesterday, the two ones, you should edit them together. Just delete those two videos and edit them together.
The mega stream where I get pissed, and the thumbnail is just the Kirby's pissed picture.
One is 30 and one is 10 minutes long. Like
11 minutes. Get your facts
Okay.
right, pleb.
pleb. I'm a pleb now, huh?
I am the superior race because I wear glasses and talk about the internet.
Troll. I feel 12. I feel 12 now. We're just 12-year-olds trying to be
No.
adults. That's all we are.
No. You're probably more mature than me.
What? That's a lie. I just know how to do things. That's it. We grew up in an early age. That's like the only difference.
The only difference is I have a massive hole in my heart. But that hole is slowly being filled with darkness. But being filled nonetheless.
No. Don't go on the dark side, Tigger. No.
But the dark side is so much fun. They get to crush people's chest cavities with the force.
They have cookies.
They have chocolate chip
Remember?
cookies. Join the dark side.
E is for enemies. Or something like that. If anyone remembers it, just type it in the comments.
That was funny though.
It was like 12 years ago or something.
Wow, you're bringing out the old school stuff.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to look up a tutorial on how to do this on Blender.
Nico, I wonder why she would eat bombs or like,
Apparently, she's
is
immune
it
to
because
it.
is it something with her power? Is it
She's just a normal ass cat that just has the ability to eat explosives.
okay?
I never got an explanation on Neko's powers, or if Neko has powers.
I'm thinking of changing Hamlet's mustache from chives, you know those like long herbs, to
There he is.
seaweed.
Didn't we discuss that
Seaweed.
conversation?
Wait a minute, huh?
Didn't we discuss that before?
No, actually I don't remember.
I remember you asked
It
me
was-
that before, and I was like, "Well, if it's seaweed, can people complain about the smell?"
I don't remember. That's so weird. I'm blocking out high school. That's what's happening. It was so traumatic there. Well, other things are traumatic. Okay. Let's not get depressed. Nico eats C4 for breakfast.
Okay, so I have the video pulled up, so I'm gonna try to figure out this.
Okay.
I did want to practice stop motion, but Yeah. There it is.
Stupid mouse.
All right, so let's see. I have to import the videos, right? Yes. No. Oh, by the way, would you guys ever like to see an animation of the pencil versus the hand, where it's just like it's this disembodied hand drawing on a piece of paper. It puts the pencil down, goes away from the pencil gets up and starts ruining the drawing, and then the hand just comes in and slaps the pencil away, and then we just get this like they don't have eyes or anything, so we just get two black lines across the pencil as if it had a serious expression, and it does the same thing to the hand. Mouse? Yes, Penny has a mouse. No, not a pet mouse. Penny has
Wait,
a standard
wait.
mouse.
No, I wish. I wish I had a pet with me. I left my bird in California. I feel so guilty. Yeah, hopefully he found a home right now. He's with my family. It's I had
Did you ever have to pull a blood feather out of your bird?
a love bird. Yeah, it was a long time ago. The bird was okay. Nothing happened to him.
Just the thought of that, it freaks me out.
Yeah.
All right,
I read that it does happen, but I'm glad
I'm
he
curious to know
lived.
how that happens. All right, view, add, image. But you guys might be able to see what I'm working on at the moment, or what I was trying to work on with TMP, the animation of Insanity versus Tagger. By the way, Tagger gets pretty scary forms. Out of all the characters, Tagger's the only one that actually gets demonic forms. If you ever watched the Earth Eclipse, if you ever watched the Earth Eclipse Firefly comic, you see the individual called Shade get a pretty demonic form. Penny, what you up to?
Oh, I'm just drawing the hamhead. Sorry about that.
May I show you the way of the ham? Whoa, Hamlet, you're a little hammy, aren't you now? Damn you. Alright, guys, but if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, here it is. Oh, right, I have to do that. Nope. Yeah, I have no idea if it's showing on the screen or not.
No, Nico, don't eat my mouse. Now I have to
Too late.
buy another $8 one. It has to ship in 2 days. Thank you very much.
Oh, I just go to my local Walmart or Best Buy. By the way, yes, all these images are comic books. All these images are images I've drawn. No, I'm a loser.
There's a Walmart and Office Max a mile away. I could
I
just
hate
ride my
myself.
bike there.
Apparently, I have actual animation JPEGs.
I use Amazon too much.
Do you know the way?
Dang. Dang it. I don't know if I just walked into that one or you just had that one in mind.
I know the way. No, excuse me. What is me playing this video? It's PC. Ah, yes. I have to hit the letter A on Blender.
Just to open the file up? That's confusing.
Eats all the PC mouses. What? Okay, so something happened.
It's okay. My screen's touchscreen. I don't need a mouse.
All right, let's go forward.
Oh, it's working.
Hey, Penny, do you
So
want to make a
weird.
music video?
Actually, I've been wanting to make one for a while now.
I want to animate Thanks for the Memories by Fall Out Boy with Sin singing it to Tagger.
That'd be fun to do.
It also be funny as hell to see Pixel's reaction.
Uh-huh.
So, you two were dating once? Nope.
What? Oh, if you can animate it and then I can edit it and color it for you, that'd be fun. I might be able to get something done for once. It's really just.
Ah, there we go. Out of curiosity, what did the blood feather look like?
I don't want to talk about it.
No.
It was like
Penny.
because like the bone of the not the bone of the feather the part of the feather I think was connected to a because feathers grow, so it's like I don't
It's fine.
no yeah I don't want to talk about it.
The only reason I brought it up was because of how I saw a tutorial how to remove it. I don't own a bird.
Now that bird is running around in the middle of LA. God. I left the cage out one day. I had two birds. One of them escaped, even though they haven't opened the cage door by themselves in like 6 or 7 months. So I assumed that they'll be all right outside because they need fresh air. I regret it. And the bird
Birdie.
the lovebird was so tiny. It was a Fincher lovebird.
Yes. I did it. I did a thing.
You did a thing.
I did a thing.
Hurrah, hurrah!
That has to be clicked. Let's see, what else has to be clicked? Okay. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Alright, how do I zoom in on this thing? No idea what I just did.
Nico like
okay.
a goat. That's fine.
How many frames did we say it was? 12 frames per second? No, you said 8, right?
For what?
Because it flew by way too fast, right?
Oh yeah, I said 8 or 9.
I hope you guys are excited to see this animation thing.
It's really
Because
good.
I can't animate at all.
Yes, you can.
If you guys want to see me animate like this, I'd probably have
An-
it'd probably look terrible.
Animation is a technical skill, not only just design. It's also objects how you make it look like it's alive.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
Screenplay.
guys see what I'm talking about.
Let's click render animation. Oh, wait. Ah, fuck me. For any of you that were wondering, yes, I did draw Fur too huge. I wish I was kidding. But here's what it looks like in action, I think. Oh, right. Oh man, this thing's too huge.
Oh, you took off your video.
Let's stop that. Alright, let's try that again. Because that animation's still playing. Let's share that.
Okay.
Can you see it?
No, you took off your video.
Strange, because right now it's that I'm screen sharing.
I'll just see your icon.
Okay, let's try that then. Am I even able to present this to everyone? Am I even able to show
Yeah, you
that
just
then?
did that. You just did that
I
though.
don't know
I saw your
how, though.
screen and everything.
Okay, let's try this again. Then let's start from scratch. Okay, let's try to get you guys that animation again.
If you go back to the Hangout call, you'll see that your video was probably deselected. So probably what happened.
Screenshots, application window, Blender. Okay. And it's not gonna work. Okay, that's cute. That's very cute. All right, how about this? Is this gonna work? Nope. You know what? I'm gonna figure out how to export this video so I can show you guys what it
go
is.
on your phone. Yeah.
Let's see how I can export a Blender recording so I can post it on YouTube for you guys to see.
Don't they have? Hold on. Is it because Blender uses so much memory that won't
No.
allow you to?
While I was exporting, that's why I was lagging so bad.
Oh.
All right. So as soon as I figure out how to export this thing, I'll be posting it to YouTube immediately for you guys to see my current animation.
It can still be on here.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I can totally upload videos.
If anyone wants to join the call, go ahead. Wait. You added 2 other people to this, right? Or are they busy? Yeah, Shadow had to go.
Okay. So I just need to look at the images I have right now. I need to know what I'm looking at, what I'm going to be putting into the animation for you guys to see. Penny,
I'm here.
are you ever gonna return to traditional art?
What do you think I'm doing right now? I'll show you the sketches I made so far.
Traditional art.
There's this 30-day challenge.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Making
man.
a watercolor painting for 30 days. Or make, like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it can be a scribble or. So I want to do that for the time being. And so hopefully I'll improve my live drawing skills.
I want to do a transformation animation. But if I told you which individual I wanted to do. Oh, there it is! Yeah, you guys are going to be able to see what I've been working on. I hope you guys are excited. Now, let me figure out how to export that. For anyone that might not know what Tiger is talking about,
Is your
Tiger's
video?
really...
Your video's turned off. Just turn it back on.
Video sequence editor. Okay. I can try again, but you know. Okay. Screen share. Application window. Blender. I have no idea whether you can or cannot see it.
I'm surprised your laptop can handle that much processing power, dude. Blender uses so much.
Infinite power! In other news, I'll be showing you guys how the animation works in a moment. Or on YouTube. Either way, it's like
Elevator music in the
it's like
background.
it's like 30 seconds of it's like 30 seconds. It's like 30 seconds of animation. Maybe less. Keep in mind, I'm a very cheap individual.
No, 30 seconds is
Seconds.
200 pieces of paper. Unless you repeated some frame.
Well, you know how I'm very cheap.
Well, that's how you save time, you know? You just gotta, people figure out shortcuts to use. Adobe Animator, like
The only shortcut I have is patience. Patience. Nope, that's not it. The TMP archive. Animation 1. Okay, let's click all. Let's import. What? Okay. Okay. Clearly, I did something wrong. I did something.
Almost done with
clearly-
Hamlet. I'll show you guys. Well, oh, I want to color it too. Hold on.
I'm starting to lose my patience with Blender again. I was super excited to learn how to animate on Blender. Now I'm getting super upset.
There's this program called Monkey Jam. You can just put all your files on there. All
That
your
program sounds like shit.
It is, but it's cheap and it works. You don't have to pay for it.
Like
It's
my
free.
self-esteem.
Or use OpenTunes. Actually, I found that's the best one.
Open your tunes. Open your tunes. Open your tunes.
Well, I use it kind of like a rough. I'm trying to figure out because it only exports as AVI files, which is stupid. And
AVI.
And the frame per second didn't look like it was supposed to be.
Good question. What's 31 plus 22?
1 plus 22.
What's 21 plus 32?
21 plus 32.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
53.
Oh, okay, so that's 53 frames. Splendid. Brilliant.
Splendid. And it runs at 30 seconds. Oh, because you put it at 8 frames per second. Doy. If you had 12 frames per second, it would have been way less. 53 frames. 24. No. 24 is 2 seconds.
I truly did.
48 is 3 seconds.
Oh,
So you've
wow,
been
it
like
looks-
little
looks
more
like
than 3
shit.
seconds. If you did it at 12 frames per second.
I
How
wonder
does
why
it
it looks
look?
like shit.
Did you see it as 9 frames or?
Let's see what is what?
Did you look at it to see what it looks like at 9 frames per second?
Oh, it looks like shit if you ask me.
You're being harsh.
Alright, let's see. Okay. It's
Oh,
so
you don't need a
weird.
mic.
Oh, you mean Vandal?
We're not using mics right now. I'm just using a pair of headphones, and I think.
I'm
Mike,
using the
are you
microphone.
using? Oh, but the audio's not that bad when you just speak through the computer.
I feel so bored. If I'm bored, that means they're bored.
No, hold on. I'll save the day with my crappy art. Hold on. I'll just color it while I'm showing it to you guys. Hold on. Let me get it all out here. Present it in a presenting way.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out how this thing works.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Made this today.
I think my
Thank you,
stream's
Katie.
just gone downhill. Oh, there you are. You can actually show images while I can't.
Yeah.
Not screen
I don't
share.
know. Do you guys see it? Oh,
Are the remaining 3 of you able to see it? No, but seriously, these guys are cool. Oh,
yeah.
cool.
I'm having
It looks
fun.
great.
Da-da-da. And then the leotard man.
Senior Leotard. Let's render.
I used these watercolor pencils. Doo-doo. That's a long story. What happened to that one?
If
And
I'm able to figure
then-
out how to export the stuff, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the animation because it looks bad,
My desk.
but I'm gonna give it my all. What the heck is that?
What?
Oh, it looks like you photoshopped someone's head onto that picture for a moment.
The leotard man?
That's Leotard Man? Is that a real thing?
I don't actually know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hamlet!
Vandal likes it
Ta-da!
though.
I'm not finished lining it.
I'm not finished losing my mind yet, but you know,
Hold on.
it's never too late.
I see you lose your mind every day. I don't get it.
I've always lost my mind. The only thing that
So,
sucks is that.
originally, what the cartoon is, he's on a silver platter. Let me just draw that real quick.
Greetings, my
And
name
it's
is Hamlet, and
held
I'm
by
Happy Hamhead.
it's held by a. This is copyrighted. Do not. Just kidding. You guys are cool. I'm being an ass. Okay, so and then he has a body that carries him around, and it basically does his work. It's basically his body, quote quote. The
Greetings,
mystery
humans. My name
there,
is Hamlet, and I'm here to serve you. Indeed.
and then
Yeah, but this is what Hamlet looks like. He's a living hamhead.
kind of like Nixon in Futurama. How that is, the body just
Penny never did elaborate or tell me the story of Hamlet, which I'm fine with.
with the vice
Better to find out in
president.
an animated format. But yes, Hamlet is a servant. A butler. I just noticed this. I made Fur huge compared to Tagger. She's
What was it?
massive. Fur is massive. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not.
Oh, thank you guys, Nico and Vandal. Thank you so much.
Oh, they did type that recently. Yeah, but if you guys get a look at Fur, she's a lot bigger than I usually draw her, so I'm probably gonna have to redo this animation. You saw it, right? You saw how big Fur got, right?
That fur, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Well, Fur is massive, like Rage size massive, and Rage is huge.
Is there a reason why you drew her like that?
Oh no, she's supposed to be normal female height and weight. She's not supposed to have the body of someone that can knock you out.
Huh.
What was I thinking when I was adding? Oh right. Tiger and Fur are supposed to fuse to make No, Tiger's supposed to take Fur's form to fight Insanity, and Insanity is being the heckler he is.
So how's is it taking a long time to render?
I have no clue.
It sucks. There's like not one animation program where you can just pay one-time fee that's under $100. You know,
Make it.
you have to pay a monthly fee to use the good programs that doesn't ruin your computer or that has faster loading times. You know, and it has more features, and you have to pay a monthly fee for those kind of programs, and it sucks.
California? It was hot. California was hot.
I guess just have to improvise.
I don't like this. I'm only here by circumstance. If I could choose where I live, I choose to live somewhere cooler. Also near someone I care about dearly, but that's also besides the point.
Are you planning on moving in the future? Like maybe.
Oh, I'd have to be a millionaire to want to move.
Hey, if I moved to Arizona, would you go out there?
If I had the funds.
You don't need the funds. You just need to, at least you got to save up at least 5,000.
That's a lot.
But if you're making minimum wage in Cali, which is $12.20 an hour, I'm just saying, if you're not worrying about bills right now, take advantage of it. You know. I mean, if you have a few bills, that's just normal. But like,
I have no clue whether anyone will be able to see it or not.
if your family gives you your space and lets you save up and take advantage of it, it's gonna be hard as hell, but it'll be worth it for your future. I mean, you don't have to move, but still, like, have a backup plan. Have
Penny,
I don't know. It's different for everybody.
Penny,
Yeah.
do you want to make a parody video of how to be a vlogger with me?
Yeah. How are we gonna do that? We're not in
Get
the same
live
state right
footage.
now.
Get live footage of different areas, and then just act like first step about being a vlogger. B, take photos of random people and ask them how they're doing. And then that's where we get to the drawing part, where we just draw our characters messing with people on the streets.
Oh, you mean drawing on top of the video?
It's live action and drawing as well.
Doable. We're gonna put this in the idea board. That I might get back to. Oh, I forgot the eyebrows.
Indeed.
The bushy eyebrows.
My eyebrows are not bushy. They're well trimmed.
For pineapple ham.
For a pineapple ham, I'll have
Oh
you
no! I
know that.
just revealed his flavor. No.
Have I considered selling my art for a job? If I did sell my art, I'd kill myself. But there are pieces I would like to sell. Huh?
Oh, I lived in California. It's
I mean, if
it's
you guys don't
something.
mind,
Like,
I could start making custom comics to sell on DeviantArt on YouTube for you guys to purchase, so I can do more things with more things, make other things free. I'm not a fan of Patreon, to be honest. But if I did sell my work, chances are I'd be going straight back to you guys. Yeah, I'd probably just be going straight back to you guys, one way or another.
that would be a good idea. Yeah, California is expensive to live in. It does have some perks, like it has a good art community, good animation community out there.
It has Hollywood that's being called out.
But there's a big competition for jobs. So unless you are okay working 2 or 3 jobs at a time to afford rent, then go for it.
Okay, let's play the animation.
Yeah, but it's kind of culture forward. That's why I want to move to Arizona, because it's like that, but it's more affordable rent, and it's kind of bougie, kind of stuck up out there. But I think you can find that anywhere, you know.
Yes.
The explanation was that everywhere.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Ooh,
I want to render it by 12 frames. I want to see if that'll speed it up.
I must color the ham. He must be colored today.
Yes.
It's so gorgeous out, and I'm stuck talking to you. Haha.
I can let
This
you
is
go
fun.
anytime you want.
No, I'm having fun actually.
I'm getting frustrated. I don't like waiting, and I don't like figuring out why things aren't working.
So what's the issue? Is it not? It doesn't let you export, or do you have to have certain?
I just want to render this animation.
It's taking a long time, huh?
I have no idea how long it's taking.
And the screen share is not working. That's bogus. Probably close the Blender window. I don't know. See, retry the screen share. See what happens.
Penny, what do you think? Should I start selling my art? All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Who wants to see me color the ham head? I guess I'll get started. Gotta erase those lines first. Eraser. Hmm. I ordered a phone/tablet stand, so hopefully I can do more traditional art. Those bushy eyebrows. Anyone want to join the call right now? While we're waiting for Mike/Tiger. Fully rendered eyes. Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay. Doo-doo. There's actually a funny story that it's where Hamlet's head, it spoils like any other ham, and he has to replace it once a week. Sometimes if they're on a long trip, or the AC breaks, or there's no AC around, he would have to put his head in the ice cooler. It's pretty funny. And when his head spoils, they would have the extra ingredients in the fridge. Oh, you're back. I was just talking about Hamlet. Head can rot and has to be replaced. So each individual piece, I still don't know what the lip's made out of. I'm just not gonna think about that. But these are chives, pineapple eyes, and I don't know what the eyebrows are made of. From this mechanism, ooh, they might just power out his head. Do. So what were you doing, Mike?
I was taking clothes out of a box.
Oh, chores.
I'm starting to get very pissed right now. I'm getting very pissed. I don't like waiting. I don't like waiting at all.
Maybe do this another time when we're not. You don't
Well, I
have to
can
do it
understand-
now.
I can end the stream right now, and then do this, and then so I can figure out Blender without boring the audience. I could totally do that because I'm so focused on this right now, and I don't have any art or anything I can do at the moment with screen share busted.
I guess we can continue this tomorrow.
All right, guys, this was fun. I hope.
Hope you guys had fun.
All right, guys, this was fun. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye. My name was Dagger, and this was Penny with her hamhead Hamlet.
Bye, guys.
12.20 pollito.
Huh? Oh.
12.20 please. ¿Ok?
Tacos.
Yo te lo preparo, te echo la ropa ya.
See you guys.
All right, sorry, Alfie, but you just got us at the end of the stream. Hopefully, you'll be back tomorrow. Actually, if I do stream again today, Penny, I know you're gonna be asleep, so I'm not gonna ask you. But I probably will. But because you missed the stream, Alfie, I'll probably do another art stream for it just for you. It'll probably be around 4 where I'm at, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.